Using hard gel with tips requires some very important tips and tricks that you need to know in order to have success every single time. We're going to take you through the steps of how to prep, how to apply, and which tips to use right now on Nail School.
When it comes to tips, it's all about preparation. And the right tip is going to decide whether you're going to have success with the gel, basically sticking to that tip or peeling away. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do so that you don't have problems with that. Check this out. Okay, what I've done is I've chosen a natural tip, and the reason why I've chosen natural is because Synergy gel bonds to it really, really well. I don't choose white tips because when you're doing gel over a white tip, you have to prep it extremely well, which is going to show scratches over the surface. So either a natural or a clear tip is your best choice. I've chosen a number 6, and you can tell it's the right size because when I line it up to the edge and I push down, you can see my edges line up absolutely perfectly straight to her side walls. It's really important that the edge of the tip comes all the way down on both sides evenly. And because we have such a thin well, it's going to be really easy for me to glue this on. So I've sized my tip. Let's go ahead and prep the finger and get it ready for application. Okay, I'm gonna begin by pushing her cuticles back. And what we're going to do is we're going to take an arbor band and lightly remove the shine around the surface of the nail. So just gently removing the shine around the surface, then following it from corner to corner. Prepped and ready to go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean the surface with swipe. Okay. Now that nail right there is now ready for me to glue the tip on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Young Nails brush on glue. And what I'm going to do is just brush on a nice amount right here inside the well. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to rock it on. Right, so that we push all of the air out. And again, we have to hold it here for at least, I'd say 5 to 6 seconds. And then as you can see, it's going to bond really, really well. One of the things that you can do after you secure the tip is by taking the magic wand and then holding it right here at the edges, just to make sure the edges are secure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut down the length. And then we're going to shape and prep the tip. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting my edges absolutely straight so you can see my side walls are nice and straight on both sides. I'm just going ahead and just making it nice and even. And then it's really important for me to basically remove shine from the surface. One of the things I recommend doing, again, is taking either a medium grit file, a 150 grit file, to remove the shine from the tip. And if you have, again, an arbor band, and what you can do is quickly, again, come through the tip, and as you can see, I'm going to be able to come through and remove all of the shine from the tip extremely well. This is going to be really, really important before you do any type of gel application, is to basically create a nice textured surface. Okay, at this point, what I'm going to do to get all the dust residue is I'm going to take my manicure brush with swipe, and I'm just going to dust everything out, as you can see, just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take Protein Bond and we're going to apply a nice even coat of Protein Bond over everything. Okay, this is prepped and ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to use base gel. I'm going to take a nice thin coat of base gel and I'm going to apply a nice thin coat from cuticle to free edge. Okay. That's going to go inside your light for a minimum of 30 seconds. My recommendation is to work on the other hand. As soon as you're done working on the other hand, you can continue to work back on this one. We're going to take concealer pink. Okay. So my first layer, what I want to be able to do is I want to focus on the cuticle area and down basically the side walls. I'm going to break this into 2 steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it right as close to the cuticle as I can. And then what I would like for everyone out there who's just getting into this is you notice if I kind of split it, right? And I can get it all the way down my sides, right, as close to the sides as I possibly can. What this is going to allow me to do is create basically 2 even walls that I could work all the way down, right? That way, as you can see, I have great buildup around the cuticle area and then down the sides, okay? Then it also does is it eliminates too much buildup in the middle, which can create a really, really intense heat spike. Let's go ahead and freeze that into shape. I'm going to set that for a minimum of 30 seconds as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take, again, a much smaller bead and we're going to work this through the center, basically to create a nice upper arch. You can see I'm just keeping really, really light contact with the tip of my brush all the way through the middle, right? And that way you can see it fills in really, really, really well. You can see from the side that I'm actually able to create that really nice upper arch. If I need a little bit more, I can come in and just do detail. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it all the way down the sides of the tip. Okay. Once we're done, we're going to get it inside the light and cure this out for a full minute. We're now going to take Swipe and we're going to wipe off the dispersion layer and we're going to file this into shape. After I'm done filing into shape, I'm going to use Swipe to clean the surface. I'm going to take Protein Bond to the surface. And then we're going to apply a nice thin coat of finish gel over the top. We're going to let that cure out for the full 2 minutes. Going to oil. And as you can see, we have a fully overlaid gel tip. What's going to ensure that your gels are not going to have any problems adhering is getting that shine off. Remember, do not use a fine file. It has to be either a medium file, 150 grit, or a medium arbor band. If you remove it, texture it, protein bond it, you're going to set yourself up for a ton of success.